Hello everyone. Welcome aboard as we journey into the vast open ocean where modern fishing technology meets one of the sea's fastest and most valuable species, the mackerel. Today we will explore how powerful trawlers work day and night to locate, pursue, and harvest enormous schools of mackerel using advanced sonar, satellite navigation, and massive trawl nets. From the preparation at the harbor to the final catch stored deep within refrigerated holds, this remarkable process reveals the skill, teamwork, and innovation behind one of the world's most important commercial fisheries. Long before sunrise, the modern mackerel trawler comes alive with activity as crew members inspect equipment, fuel systems, hydraulic winches, and electronic navigation devices. Every detail is checked carefully because a successful voyage depends on reliability at sea. Once preparations are complete, the vessel leaves the harbor and heads toward traditional fishing grounds where vast schools of mackerel migrate through nutrient-rich waters. Modern captains no longer rely solely on experience and intuition. Sophisticated sonar systems scan enormous sections of the ocean, detecting dense concentrations of fish hundreds of meters below the surface. Computer displays transform underwater signals into detailed images, allowing the crew to determine the size, depth, and movement of the schools before deploying their gear. As the vessel approaches the target area, powerful engines maintain a steady speed while the crew prepares the trawl net. The net itself is an engineering masterpiece, stretching hundreds of meters in length and designed to remain open underwater with the help of heavy steel doors known as outer boards. When released into the sea, these boards spread apart due to water resistance, keeping the mouth of the net wide enough to capture entire schools of mackerel. Hydraulic winches carefully control the deployment process while crew members monitor every stage from the deck. Once the net reaches a desired depth, the trawler begins towing. Beneath the waves, the enormous net moves silently through the water column, guided by electronic sensors attached to various sections of the gear. These sensors continuously transmit information about depth, opening width, and fish density directly to the wheelhouse. The captain watches multiple screens while making constant adjustments to maintain the perfect position relative to the moving school. Mackerel are exceptionally fast swimmers and often travel in dense formations that can shift direction rapidly. The combination of sonar, GPS, and underwater net monitoring allows modern vessels to react quickly and maximize efficiency. As the towing operation continues, thousands of shimmering fish enter the expanding tunnel of netting. The school gradually moves toward the codon, the final collection section where the catch accumulates. Timing is critical because towing too long can overload the net and damage both the equipment and the quality of the fish. Experienced captains carefully estimate the size of the catch using electronic readings and years of practical knowledge. When the net is considered full, the crew begins the hauling process. Massive hydraulic winches roar into action, pulling the heavy gear back toward the vessel. Water cascades from the net as it emerges from the sea, revealing a silver mass of mackerel packed tightly within the codon. The sight is impressive even for seasoned fishermen. Thousands upon thousands of fish flash in the sunlight, creating a moving wall of silver and blue. The codon is lifted over the deck and opened above large receding bins. Tons of mackerel pour out in a continuous stream while crew members supervise the operation and ensure the catch is handled efficiently. Modern processing systems on board many trawlers allow fish to be sorted, washed, and transferred immediately into refrigerated storage. Rapid cooling is essential because mackerel are highly perishable and maintaining freshness directly affects market value. Powerful refrigeration equipment lowers the temperature quickly, preserving texture, flavor, and nutritional quality until the vessel returns to port. Throughout the voyage, safety remains a top priority. Working on a trawler involves heavy machinery, moving cables, slippery decks, and unpredictable weather conditions. Crew members wear protective equipment and follow strict operational procedures during every phase of the fishing process. Modern vessels are equipped with radar, satellite communications, emergency beacons, and advanced weather forecasting systems that help reduce risk while operating far from shore. Environmental considerations have also become increasingly important in modern mackerel fisheries. Many fleets operate under regulated quotas and scientific management plans designed to maintain healthy fish populations for future generations. Fishing seasons, catch limits, and monitoring programs help ensure that harvesting remains sustainable. Advanced sonar technology can also improve selectivity by targeting specific schools and reducing unnecessary fishing effort. During productive seasons, a successful trawler may harvest many tons of mackerel in a single voyage. After storage holds reach capacity, the vessel turns toward home. The return journey is often filled with a sense of accomplishment as the crew reflects on long hours of hard work and cooperation. Upon arrival at the harbor, cranes, conveyors, and processing teams stand ready to unload the catch. The fish are then distributed to markets, processing plants, restaurants, and consumers around the world. From ocean to table, the journey of mackerel represents a remarkable combination of natural abundance and modern technology. The sight of a contemporary trawler working efficiently across the open sea demonstrates how far commercial fishing has evolved. Powerful engines, intelligent electronics, sophisticated nets, and experienced crews work together in a carefully coordinated operation that transforms vast schools of mackerel into a valuable food resource for millions of people. Behind every successful catch lies not only advanced machinery but also dedication, skill, and respect for the ever-changing ocean environment that continues to provide one of humanity's most important sources of seafood. As the fishing season progresses, the search for mackerel becomes a continuous challenge that tests both technology and human experience. Ocean currents, water temperature, plankton concentration, and weather patterns all influence where large schools may gather. Modern trawlers constantly analyze data from onboard instruments while receiving additional information from satellites and fisheries monitoring networks. Captains study digital charts that display sea surface temperatures and current movements, looking for conditions that attract baitfish and ultimately the mackerel that feed on them. This combination of science and seamanship significantly increases the chances of locating productive fishing grounds while reducing wasted fuel and unnecessary towing operations. During extended voyages, life aboard the vessel follows a demanding routine. Crew members work in rotating shifts around the clock because fishing opportunities can appear at any hour. While one team monitors navigation and fishing equipment, another handles maintenance tasks, cleans the deck, prepares meals, or rests before the next operation. The engine room remains active throughout the voyage, with engineers ensuring that propulsion systems, generators, hydraulic pumps, and refrigeration units continue functioning efficiently. Every department plays a critical role because a single mechanical failure can interrupt operations and result in substantial economic losses. Weather often becomes the greatest challenge faced by mackerel trawlers. Calm seas can quickly transform into rough conditions with strong winds and heavy swells. When storms approach, captains must make careful decisions regarding safety and operational limits. Advanced forecasting systems provide valuable warnings, but conditions at sea can still change rapidly. In heavy weather, fishing operations may be suspended temporarily while the vessel rides through the rough seas. Even with modern stabilization systems and powerful engines, the ocean remains a force that commands respect from everyone on board. One of the most fascinating moments occurs when sonar reveals an exceptionally large mackerel aggregation. On the display screen, the school may appear as a massive cloud stretching for hundreds of meters. The captain studies its depth, density, and direction before planning the approach. Crew members prepare quickly because opportunities like these can determine the success of an entire trip. Precision becomes essential as the vessel maneuvers into position. The trawl net is lowered carefully, and electronic sensors provide real-time feedback as the deer moves into the path of the fish. When everything aligns correctly, the resulting catch can be enormous, filling storage holds in a remarkably short period of time. After each haul, the quality of the catch is assessed carefully. Mackerel intended for premium markets must be handled with exceptional care to preserve freshness and appearance. Automated sorting systems on some vessels separate fish by size while conveyor belts transport them efficiently to processing areas. Ice slurry systems and refrigerated seawater tanks rapidly reduce fish temperature, helping maintain quality from the moment the catch leaves the net. This attention to post-harvest handling has become just as important as the fishing process itself, particularly in international seafood markets where quality standards are extremely high. Sustainability continues to shape the future of modern mackerel fisheries. Scientists regularly conduct stock assessments to estimate population levels, spawning success, and migration patterns. The information gathered helps regulators establish catch limits and management strategies designed to prevent overfishing. Many fishing companies cooperate with research programs by sharing catch data and allowing scientific observers on board. Advances in gear design also contribute to sustainability by improving selectivity and reducing unwanted bycatch. These efforts aim to balance economic productivity with the long-term health of marine ecosystems. As days pass at sea, storage tanks gradually fill with thousands of tons of gleaming mackerel. The vessel becomes a floating warehouse of seafood harvested from vast offshore waters. Crew members continue their routine with determination, knowing that every successful haul contributes to the overall profitability of the voyage. Despite the assistance of modern technology, fishing remains physically demanding work that requires endurance, teamwork, and constant attention. Long hours, changing weather, and repetitive tasks challenge even experienced fishermen, yet the reward of a productive season keeps them returning year after year. Eventually, the captain announces the final haul. The last net is retrieved, the catch is secured, and the vessel begins its journey back toward port. As the coastline appears on the horizon, there's a sense of achievement throughout the crew. Weeks of effort, planning, and cooperation have resulted in a valuable harvest destined for consumers around the world. The modern mackerel trawler stands as a symbol of contemporary commercial fishing, combining advanced engineering, scientific knowledge, and human skill to harvest one of the ocean's most abundant resources while navigating the challenges of an ever-changing marine environment. As the vessel nears the harbor entrance, preparations begin for one of the busiest phases of the entire operation. Communication systems connect the trawler with port authority, seafood buyers, processing facilities, and transportation companies long before arrival. Detailed reports regarding catch volume, fish size, storage conditions, and estimated docking times are transmitted electronically so that unloading crews can prepare in advance. The efficiency is crucial because the value of fresh mackerel depends heavily on maintaining a continuous cold chain from sea to market. Upon docking, cranes, pumps, and conveyor systems immediately begin transferring the catch from refrigerated holds to waiting facilities. What may have taken weeks to harvest can often be unloaded in only a few hours through the use of modern equipment and carefully coordinated logistics. Inside processing plants, the freshly landed mackerel undergoes a series of operations designed to meet the requirements of different markets. Some fish are sorted for sale as whole fresh products, while others are filleted, frozen, smoked, canned, or processed into various seafood products. Highly automated production lines handle enormous volumes efficiently while maintaining strict hygiene standards. Quality inspectors continuously monitor temperature, appearance, texture, and overall condition to ensure that only the highest quality fish reach consumers. Every stage of the process reflects the importance of preserving the value created during the fishing voyage. Beyond its commercial significance, mackerel plays a major role in global food security. Rich in protein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals, it provides an affordable source of nutrition for millions of people. The success of modern mackerel fisheries supports not only fishermen but also shipbuilders, engineers, seafood processors, transport companies, explorers, retailers, and countless coastal communities whose economies depend on the sea. Entire regions thrive because of the activity generated by our productive fishing industry. The economic impact extends far beyond the deck of the trawler itself. Technological innovation continues to transform the industry year after year. New sonar systems provide increasingly detailed underwater images, allowing captains to identify fish behavior with remarkable precision. Artificial intelligence and advanced data analysis are beginning to assist with route planning, fuel optimization, and fish location predictions. Some vessels now integrate multiple information sources into centralized control systems that help operators make faster and more accurate decisions. Future developments may include autonomous monitoring equipment, enhanced sustainability tools, and even more sophisticated methods for reducing environmental impact while maintaining productivity. Yet despite all these advancements, the essence of fishing remains unchanged. Success still depends on understanding the ocean, respecting its power, and working together as a disciplined team. The captain relies on the experience of the crew, just as the crew relies on the captain's judgment. Every hull represents the combined effort of navigators, engineers, deckhands, technicians, and processors working toward a common goal. The machinery may become more advanced with each generation, but human skill and determination remain at the heart of every successful voyage. During peak fishing seasons, fleets of modern trawlers can be seen operating across productive offshore waters, their radar masts and powerful lights visible against the horizon. Each vessel follows a similar mission: locate the migrating schools, deploy the massive trawl nets with precision, harvest the catch responsibly, and deliver high-quality seafood to markets around the world. The process may appear straightforward from a distance, but in reality it is a highly complex operation requiring expertise, planning, and constant adaptation to changing conditions. From the first departure at dawn to the final unloading at the dock, the journey of a modern mackerel trawler is a remarkable story of technology, endurance, and cooperation. It is a story that unfolds every day across the world's oceans, where skilled crews venture into vast waters in search of shimmering schools of mackerel moving beneath the waves. Through advanced equipment, careful management, and relentless hard work. These fishermen transform the ocean's resources into food that reaches dinner tables thousands of miles away. Their efforts demonstrate how modern fishing continues to evolve while maintaining a deep connection to the sea, ensuring that the tradition of harvesting mackerel remains an essential part of maritime life for generations to come. Even after a successful season, preparation for the next voyage begins almost immediately. Once the catch has been delivered and the vessel has completed unloading operations, crews conduct thorough inspections of every critical system on board. Massive trawl nets are spread across repair areas where damaged sections are carefully mended by skilled technicians. Steel cables are examined for wear. Hydraulic systems are serviced, and electronic equipment is recalibrated to ensure maximum performance during future expeditions. Modern fishing vessels represent major investments, and maintaining them in excellent condition is essential for safety, efficiency, and profitability. Every bowl, pulley, sensor, and winch must function perfectly before the ship returns to sea. Fuel efficiency has become another important focus for contemporary mackerel fleets. Rising operational costs encourage vessel operators to optimize routes, reduce unnecessary towing time, and improve engine performance. Advanced navigation software helps captains identify the most efficient travel paths between ports and fishing grounds. Some vessels are equipped with energy-saving technologies that reduce fuel consumption while maintaining towing power. These improvements not only lower expenses but also help decrease the environmental footprint of fishing operations. As sustainability standards continue to evolve, balancing economic success with environmental responsibility remains a central objective for the industry. Education and training play a vital role in preparing the next generation of fishermen. Modern crews must understand not only traditional seamanship but also complex electronic systems, environmental regulations, safety procedure, and equipment maintenance. Many maritime training programs now include courses in fisheries management, navigation technology, emergency response, and sustainable harvesting practices. Young crew members often spend years learning from experienced captains before taking on greater responsibilities. This transfer of knowledge ensures that valuable skills developed over decades are preserved and adapted to meet modern challenges. Research vessels frequently work alongside commercial fleets to improve scientific understanding of mackerel populations. Scientists collect samples, track migration routes, monitor spawning activity, and study environmental conditions that influence fish abundance. Information gathered from these studies helps governments and fisheries organizations make informed management decisions. Accurate data is essential because healthy fish stocks support both marine ecosystems and the communities that depend on them. collaboration between researchers and fishermen has become increasingly important in achieving long-term sustainability goals. At sea, every fishing trip remains unique. Some voyages are blessed with calm weather, abundant fish, and smooth operations, while others present unexpected obstacles that test the crew's resilience. Equipment failures, shifting fish distributions, rough seas, and changing regulations can all influence the outcome of a season. Successful fishermen learn to adapt quickly, making decisions based on experience, observation, and available information. This ability to respond effectively to uncertainty has always been one of the defining characteristics of life at sea. During nighttime operations, the atmosphere aboard a mackerel trawler can be both demanding and captivating. Powerful deck lights illuminate the working area while darkness stretches across the surrounding ocean. The rhythmic sound of engines, winches, and waves creates a constant backdrop as crew members perform their tasks. Above, countless stars often fill the sky far from the artificial lights of coastal cities. These moments remind fishermen that despite all technological advancements, they remain part of an environment that is vast, unpredictable, and deeply connected to nature. The global demand for seafood continues to grow, increasing the importance of efficient and responsible fisheries. Mackerel remains one of the most widely consumed pelagic fish species due to its nutritional value, versatility, and availability. Consumers around the world enjoy mackerel in countless forms, from grilled fillets and smoked products to canned preparations and traditional regional dishes. The journey from a fast-moving school in the open ocean to a meal on a family table involves an extensive chain of effort, technology, and expertise spanning thousands of kilometers. Looking toward the future, the modernization of mackerel fishing is expected to continue. Improved sensors, enhanced satellite communication systems, artificial intelligence, automated processing equipment, and real-time environmental monitoring will likely become increasingly common. These innovations may help vessels locate fish more efficiently, reduce waste, improve safety, and support sustainable management practices. However, no technology can completely replace the judgment and dedication of experienced fishermen who spend their lives working on the sea. Their knowledge remains one of the industry's most valuable resources. As another voyage comes to an end and preparations begin for the next departure, the cycle continues much as it has for generations. The harbor once again fills with activity as crews load supply, inspect equipment, and review weather forecasts. Engines rumble to life, mooring lines are released, and the trawler slowly leaves the dock before turning toward the open ocean. Beyond the horizon, vast schools of mackerel continue their migrations through deep blue water, awaiting discovery by the skilled crews and advanced vessels that pursue them. The story of modern mackerel trawling is therefore not merely a story of fishing, but one of innovation, perseverance, teamwork, and humanity's enduring relationship with the sea. Far off, where land disappears completely beyond the horizon. The true scale of the operation becomes even more apparent. Modern mackerel trawlers often travel hundreds of kilometers from their home ports in search of productive waters. Days blend into nights as the vessel follows migration routes that have been studied for years through a combination of scientific surveys and practical fishing experience. The ocean is constantly changing, and successful captains must interpret countless signs, from water temperature gradients and bird activity to sonar readings and current patterns. Every piece of information contributes to the decision-making process that ultimately determines whether a voyage will be successful or disappointing. Where a promising concentration of fish is detected, the atmosphere on board changes instantly. Crew members move quickly into position, knowing that timing can be critical. Hydraulic systems engage with tremendous force as cables tighten and the enormous trawl net begins its descent into the water. The deployment process requires careful coordination because the tier can weigh many tons and stretch across a vast underwater area. Every crew member understands their role, and communication remains constant throughout the operation. A single mistake can lead to equipment damage, lost catch, or dangerous situation, making discipline and teamwork essential at all times. Deep beneath the surface, the trawl net moves through the water like a giant underwater funnel. Schools of mackerel react instinctively to the approaching gear, swimming together in dense formations that shimmer with flashes of silver as sunlight penetrates the upper layers of the sea. These fish are remarkably agile and can change direction rapidly, which is why continuous monitoring is necessary. Electronic sensors attached to the net transmit real-time information regarding depth, geometry, and fish density, allowing adjustments to be made instantly. What once relied largely on guesswork has evolved into a highly sophisticated process supported by advanced technology and decades of accumulated knowledge. As the catch accumulates, tension rises in the wheelhouse. The captain watches the electronic displays carefully, estimating the volume entering the codon. Too small a catch may not justify the effort, while too large a catch can place excessive strain on the equipment. Determining the perfect moment to end the tow is one of the most valuable skills a captain can possess. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of modern mackerel fishing. From powerful trawlers and advanced technology to the hardworking crews who brave the open sea, every catch tells a story of skill, dedication, and teamwork. We hope you enjoyed exploring this fascinating industry with us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the ocean. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and see you on our next adventure at sea.